Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Well, let's see what we got you right now. If you're into Japanese sports cars, you're in the right channel. And if they're classic ones, you're even in a better channel. And what we got for you right now, it's a 143 scale 1970 Toyota Celica 1600 GT. Now, if you know a little bit about Toyota Celica, it's a very well known model for Toyota. It was out there for many years. This is the first generation Celica. Now, the Celica they sold since 1970 as a 1971 model, by the way, until 2006. So they were out there for quite a long time, over 35 years. Actually, about 35 years. No, more than that. Let's keep it 35. My math, it was good, but it was not the greatest. So let's keep it there. Um, and there's a reason why it was a classic sports car, very attractive. It blended with most of the markets around the world. It was popular in North America, was popular in Japan. I'm not fully sure about Europe and the other parts of the world, but it sold pretty well. And they sold in different, like a fastback. They sold in like liftback. They sold as a notchback. Even as a convertible, they sold in the 80s. So not this specific model, but in the 80s, they sold them as convertible also. So quite an attractive car. They were four-cylinder. Uh, this one being the GT, as we know, the GT is always the sportier model, with a little bit more like rims, and this one has a decal that says GT by the door, and it's quite, quite nice. By the way, these were 1.4, 1.6. They have different engines, 1.9, 2.0. They came as manual and also as automatics. So they did have an automatic option for people that not crazy about stick shift. Even if a sports car, they still want to keep it easy, and which I don't blame nobody because I'm one of them. I personally like automatic more. Some people may judge that opinion. Everyone is entitled for their own preference. But now this model right here was sold between 1971, which was actually December 1970, let's put it like that, until July 1977. So this model right here ran throughout the 70s, most of the 70s, until the late 70s. So it was, it was an attractive car, I gotta say it. I like the rear. I like that round, that round chrome around by the bumper, which is also looks like a trim section, but it's actually the bumper. The tail lights are horizontally, and it's a sports car, but it gives you that trunk, which you don't have to, because you're driving a sports car, you don't have to limit yourself to carrying some luggage or bags, and you don't want to put them in the front seat with you, like in the passenger side. So you got that, a trunk space that you can fit stuff in it. So it looks good. And this car, by the way, is made by Norev. Finally, I've been having a bit of unlucky moments with Norev, but finally, this one, the paint is in great shape. Actually, the paint is so good looking. It's like flaky, like has that flakiness of it's not just a plain color. It has like shiny flakiness, which is really cool, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm gonna let it go around a few times so you can have a good look at the car, enjoy it, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So don't tell me you don't find this car attractive. There's a reason why the Toyota Celica lasted, the name brand, the model brand lasted so long for Toyota. Toyota, they're a company that I've noticed that when the model is successful, they keep it for a long time until they can squeeze no more juice out of it. I noticed the same thing with the Camry, with the Corolla. Well, the Camry and the Corolla are still around because they still produce great numbers and great sales for Toyota. But even other models that they come and go, like the I'm sorry, Land Cruiser, Land Rover, Land Cruiser. At least in North America, they stop selling them. They make them again. They come back and they go. I think they're coming back again because they don't produce great numbers, but they're iconic. Who does not know in the off-road world a Land Rover? Land Rover, my goodness. Toyota's gonna hate me for pronouncing Land Rover their Land Cruiser. I don't even know why they don't come up with different names that do not sound so alike. Land Rovers, Land Cruiser, Land this. Come on, there's so many names out there you could put a car. You don't have to make it so similar to another brand. But regardless, going back to this, um, but they were successful until they noticed that Celicas were not selling so well no more, and that's when they pulled it out of the market. Hey, they don't fall in love with the brand, with the model. They fall in love with the sales. The minute they stop making numbers, I guess it's time for the model to say bye bye. All right, guys. So don't forget to give me that nice thumbs up, which I always appreciate. Please do not forget to click and subscribe. And when you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Also, um, comment. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this model. Do you find them attractive? Do you think the Celicas were overrated, underrated? Do you think they should still be making them? Obviously not this model, but remodeled, new. Who knows? They may come back. Look at Mitsubishi when they brought the Eclipse back. They didn't bring him as a sports car, but they brought him back as a small SUV, or yeah, crossover SUV, however you want to call it. So who knows? Maybe Toyota Celica will come out as a truck. God knows. All right, guys. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.